On yesterday's stream, we luckily got the newest artifact in the game, which is Roaring Rager. I had 60 forged keys and we got super lucky, and yeah, I'm really happy, right? Because this artifact is the newest one, and of course the additional effect, which is the decreasing cooldown of this artifact, makes it really unique, right? Of course, here we are going to test that artifact in Ruby, which is not even full level still. Of course, I'm missing to upgrade one more talent. Give me a second here. Yeah, I'm slowly upgrading the talents, right? So this is the lineup which I'm using: Inara Musiang, Indistara, Magrat Zaida, Falgrim Nico, and Ruby and Freygar with Roaring Rager and Nitro, right? So let's move and let's try to get merits, right? Because, well, of course, our main motivation will be here to check how Roaring Rager is basically effective, how much sooner we are going to use our skill on that artifact, because that's the reason why it's so unique, right? Because decreasing the cooldown, yeah, but how much, right? How much, how soon? That's the questions which I want to get the answers from this fight, and of course, plus in terms of merits, I believe merits will be there because I have been fighting since tomorrow. And yeah, we got 10 million merits already in Zone 3, which is a pretty nice result, right? In Zone 3, 10 million merits. There is still a lot of PvP gameplay to be played in this KVK, and of course it's already a good result in my books, right? And of course here we should always be careful whenever there is infantry because of the blink artifact. That's how they can catch us, right? So yeah, let's check out the Roaring Rager, the artifact which is the most interesting in my opinion right now. And let's see, at first we have to use all of the artifacts here, and then all the cooldown will start, right? And all the cooldown will start. That's the Roaring Rager, that's all the artifacts, so basically all of them will have like close to same amount of cooldown when they are being cast. And let's see, right, in order for us to decrease the cooldown we have to be attacking, that's the key here. Let's wait for our infantry players because right now we are not really attacking anything. And yeah, finally here. Alright, here let's see how soon, right? 54, 53, let's see, 50. We need to get yeah, 40. Yeah, come on, we can see it's already lower. I saw how fast it was decreasing, right? I saw how fast it was decreasing, and that's the key. And it's already the lowest in terms of cooldown if we're gonna compare to other ones, which is really important. And here I believe this mage player is doing too much, right? Yeah, he was. And yeah, already we can see Roaring Rager's cooldown is off, and we can easily get the rage and use this artifact, right? Which is huge, and all the other artifacts are still on cooldown. So basically we can see from this gameplay that at least twice you are going to use the artifact than you were using before. And Roaring Rager we already used, and now we are trying to get rage for all the other ones, right? By the way, this is a perfect fight for us. I wish we had blink artifacts somewhere there and people would be attacking only mages, but yeah, enough. I guess it's enough, right? Because in this got caught by the artifact from our opponents, which is X. X have been nice, X have been really active. So yeah, what's the conclusion in terms of Roaring Rager, right? The artifact is nice, the reduction of the cooldown will be really crucial for the gameplays who are trying to survive in open field PvPs, and that's really important, right? Because that's the gameplay I'm actually playing. And yeah, like you can see 26 seconds, right? And soon it's gonna deduct like -3 or something whenever it procs. Let's see. Yeah, you saw, right? Yeah, right here. That's the like new thing about this artifact, which is unique. Well, it might not be unique, and there can be like other ones with the cooldown reduction, but for the archer artifacts, for sure it's unique, right? Let's try to use the Roaring Rager for multiple targets. It should be important. Alright. Yeah, are we getting caught? We use the Roaring Rager, which is nice, and now if we just basically normal attack our opponents, everything should be good. Alright, we finally see Blink artifact being used, which is amazing. But yeah, this one infantry player just saved them easily. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I would say Roaring Rager is really good artifact. You are going to get a lot of merits from that, especially from the long-term wars where there is a lot of pushes and you are basically trying to survive. If that's your type of gameplay, of course, this artifact will be great, right? Now, in terms of merits, I have got asked a lot of times, so is G5 hero pairs better than Margaret and Zaida? It's hard for me to answer actually because I have only Ruby and my Ruby is 5122, which I can't really compare that, right? But I will share my opinion regarding that. I believe Ruby and Kylan is better than Nico, Kinara, Falgrim, Sibyl, but not really sure about Margaret and Zaida, right? Because we are basically comparing to the best hero pair for archers in this game, and yeah, it's of course not. It's really hard to compare like that, right? So maybe whenever I'm gonna get Kylan in the future, and also Ruby will be awakened, and we're gonna get the new archer warped also. We will have the chance to compare them even better. But so far, I believe. It's really hard to compare, right? Maybe the other players who already awakened them, somehow they can compare, but for me it's really hard to say. What I can see from the Ruby gameplay, I can see that Ruby and Kylan will be better than the archer heroes, which I just mentioned, for sure, right? At least in terms of merits and pure quantity and quality of merits, which you're gonna get from these heroes and in general from the G5 heroes will be also really high, right? And that's the reason why people are asking, is it worth it to invest in those? And in terms of the investment on the G5 archers, I believe it will be worth it because you for sure are gonna get a lot of merits with these hero pairs. What we can see from our opponents is that they don't have much of an infantry players anymore. Maybe it's a stamina problem, maybe something else, but yeah, honestly, not much of an infantry around the map, and yeah, we are basically trying to get push, and of course, in order for us to make it happen, we also need to have infantry, which is, yeah, finally we can see. If only I had a long-range warfare here, would be such a good way of getting merits, but unfortunately, we have to be cautious, right? We have to be cautious. I can already see our opponents trying to push here, right? Because, well, we are in a defensive stance. We already got Hydra here. Of course, I wish we could have gotten even more from this map. But, yeah, what's possible, it's possible. So, all this fighting started because X wanted to take our Hydra, which we don't want to make it happen. That's the reason why we are fighting, right? And plus we need 2 more million merits because we have 10. That's for sure. And let's see, maybe here we're gonna target mage players, and it's a good start. It's amazing start to deal damage to these mages, which is great. Plus we have artifacts here. Let's use stun, which is great. Nice. This like couple of seconds of fights when you are dealing damage to mages is the most important aspect for archers. You have to utilize that kind of moments for sure, and somehow we still got hit by the artifact, but it's fine. I believe this rally should have broken a long time ago, but somehow it's still there. Alright, let's not try to get caught here. Yeah, that's Hosk, unfortunately. But we managed to move away, right? We managed to move away, which is really important. Yeah, the blinks are the way how you can actually get caught as an archer player. That's why you always have to be mindful regarding the blinks of the infantry players, because yeah, once you are getting caught and enemy ranged units are going to target you, that's GG's, right? That's GG's. So basically, yeah, we saw how well the Roaring Rager is being effective in this fight, and also in terms of merits, like Ruby might not be the number one because Ruby is not even full level, and the skill levels of Ruby is 5, 1, 2, 2, right? I will need some more time in order for me to increase levels, which is for sure important. And yeah, I believe longer we're gonna play the game, we're gonna have more and more damage on Ruby, and I will be able to take a lot of videos and showing you guys how impressive this hero is, because I believe she's going to be really, really good, especially if you have Awakened. Extra normal attack damage from the Ruby's Awakening skill. Plus, you're gonna have Precision Talent Tree, which is gonna give you extra normal attack also. So come on, like how many normal attacks you want to have on a one hero, right? Basically, and that's the reason why I'm using Frygar. Frygar's 4 skill is giving us normal attack, extra normal attack damage. So yeah, I believe I'm going for normal attack strategy, and some crit rate is always great for normal attack users. So basically, that's my strategy, right? For a first glance, Ruby might look like a skill damage user, but that's not the case. It's just a one skill volley, which is really important skill. But other than that, everything indicates about this hero that she likes to have deal damage to multiple targets by normal attack. So basically, you can understand like what's the idea behind Freygar and Ruby. Also, if we're gonna compare Ruby and Freygar, both of them has like kinda same style of buffs in general, like normal attack damage increase buffs, defensive buffs, which is not might not be the best one, but still, right, same buffs, which gonna of course add up, and it will get better and better, right? So that's the key, and that's why I'm trying out with Freygar. So far, I believe we are getting pretty good success in these 2 days. I have seen us get like really good amount of merits with this Ruby, like 35k at this point of game. If we are getting, yeah, this is GG's, right? It's the maximum I think I have gotten on Ruby and Freygar, which we have not even have the max level. Yeah, I believe that's impressive. And yeah, these mage players shouldn't really be acting like this. Come on. Yep, nice. And yeah, we can see we are using twice as much the Ruby's artifact than anything else, which is really important to mention. Although this one mage player, that's too much. Sorry. So yeah, I believe I'm slowly building really good lineup. Of course, next target will be to add more levels on Ruby, and somehow to unlock Island, because yeah, unlocking Island will be a hard job, because Island is only gettable from the strongest Lord event, which is, yeah, pretty hard, right? Pretty hard, because that's mainly the event for pay-to-play players, because you can spend and you can get the points from there, which is, yeah. Alright, slowly we are basically pushing, which is really nice. In terms of HP of our units, of course, it can be better, but it is what it is, right? So far I can see, yeah, if only we had more healthy infantry there, I believe we could stay that, but I was expecting the blink at some point, and that's the reason why I went back, right? I believe if you are archer player, you should be always trying your best to remember that blink and infantry is your #1 enemy, right? Because if you are going to get caught there, like in a couple of seconds, your full march is basically gone. Unfortunately, that's how this game works, and somehow we got this one infantry player there, and it's pretty strange. Yeah, this is pretty hard fight to fight on the bridge. Really hard to push. That's why it's hard for our opponents. That's why it's hard for us. Because you will need to have a lot of infantry there. Because I believe a lot of infantry none of us have. It's the idea, right? So yeah, let's wait. Let's see. I can see their army group is coming to the town, and I can see our army group of infantry is still there. So we can easily continue this PvP gameplay, which yeah, I need to get the Hydra Crystal, 2 more million merits, really important for me, and not only for Hydra Crystal, right? We have a new item there, the Artifact Compendium. You need to have 3 Hydra Crystals and you will get all the spins, all the draws on that compendium for free, which is really important, right? So yeah, let's use our artifacts here, which should be really crucial. Nice blinks, because we have a lot of allies around, and it should be fine. Yeah, I believe everybody used the artifacts there, because it was a kind of bad timing from them, because we were chilling for a couple of seconds and I think everybody's artifacts cooldown was down and everybody used artifact basically. Alright, let's wait for some members. I just don't want to go on this bridge. No way. Maybe here a little bit. Yeah, my fault. Let's see. This is the phase where I don't like to participate, where only some infantry and mage players are having fun. This is the place where, yeah, like your medium range is basically the worst enemy for you. So yeah, we kinda have to wait for more infantry, maybe rallies. Let's see if some us or them we're gonna send rallies or not, but yeah, alright. Did you, yeah, you kinda have to be a lot more tanky than that to make it happen. Also, let's go here and let's get life bloom. This is amazing event, by the way. Life bloom supplies helped a lot during the fight, so maybe we're gonna push a little bit. Come on, people. No, 14, 19. Nah. No. I thought like more of the ranged players would follow, but no, not here, right? Unfortunately, not here, not right now. But yeah, finally we got some more members. I guess people woke up. But yeah, I believe we're gonna get soon blink artifacts on infantries, which we have to be cautious. We basically used all the ranged artifacts, and yeah, like Guarded Crossbow is basically the close range one, which will be used right here, I believe. Let's focus on Madeline. Like in general, in infantry players, there is a couple of infantry heroes and hero pairs which you always have to be prioritized, right? I believe Madeline, Garwood, Nika, even Skogul, right? You can prioritize because they won't gonna deal too much counter-attack damage. That's the key, right? Also, there is Dunfell, which if you're gonna prioritize is pretty good, because Dunfell is buffing all nearby allied infantry players from the defense from the ranged troops. So if you are going to focus on Dunfell, you are doing great for all around war gameplay, right? So that's the also key aspect which we have to mention. And yeah, even like your targets has priorities, right? Like Goresh is great because Goresh has a splash damage. If Goresh is close, you have to kinda move away. That's not the case for Garwood, for example. That's not the case for Skogul or Nika. So yeah, everybody has a different kind of approaches during the fights, and we are getting closer to the end of our troops here, which will happen soon. Let's use the artifacts here one more time, which gonna give us some more merits for sure. Like yeah, whenever you are using 5 marches, your artifacts are really important and key. I could easily try to force and go inside and see how we can do damage to mages, but at least give me like couple of infantries, right? Like at least something will be nice here, but unfortunately it's not really happening. We are always lacking some infantry players. For these kind of workhorses, you can go and deal damage for the Magrat, and you're gonna heal a lot basically. That's really important also to mention. Then yeah, I guess everybody's waiting for more infantry players, which is nice. Yeah, we still got like, I don't know, 45% HP on Magrat and Zaida, and You can believe how much more damage we can deal in this fight, and yeah, that's the always the case when I'm using Margaret. Like, if I want to see fully how much damage we did and how much merits we got, the video will be for 1 hour, right? Which we don't want to do. That's why let's check the merits for this fight. And 2022, 27, 43. The last time was 54, 32, 32. So basically, this is the fights around this pyre. Basically, I was recording the same fights here, and I managed to delete this video. And this is basically the same fight, right? So 22.3k. The trade is amazing. Still, only once we killed workhorses here, only for 40k, and that's, yeah, deduct the 40k, right? So yeah, I believe this is a pretty nice amount of merits for the 511, 5122 hero, and not even the best warped and so on. So basically, this hero pair works, and of course I'm going to try to make it even better, and of course I'm going to try to continue to get more merits, because we want to get 12 million for the Hydra crystal and even more, right? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you will have a decision to make regarding new artifact and new archers. If you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.